Hello everyone. This is a bit of an update on what has happened on the 11th of the 3rd, 2026, which is when I film this. You'll be seeing it the day after during the morning, but down at the site, as we thought yesterday or the day before, as I said, they'll be draining this boggy area, and as we can see they have done that. There's a drain running alongside the canal there, and then down into a drain that's going through the middle of the boggy site and then coming out on the embankment down towards the stream. Normally you wouldn't just let a drain go over the surface, but I suppose this has got a specific job. The stone there, I presume that's drainage stone, a non-compacting stone that doesn't compact together, so water will run through it. Normally rounded edges, so water will run through it well. Thank you very much for everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't already, please do. That really helps the channel out, costs nothing. If you do want to support me, obviously buy me a coffee, and the link is in the description for that. I appreciate both. Just looking at this drain, to put a land drain in, you dig a trench and then you normally put a little bit of stone in. Sometimes you can wrap it in terram membrane as well, and that tries to separate sediment so it doesn't clog it up. You then put a perforated pipe, normally perforated pipe, and under this it will probably be twin wall, which is stronger, more resistant to crushing. Sometimes the drain pipes themselves can be within a drainage sock, which is more like the geotextile membrane, like the terram they've been using on the trackway. That helps sand from going into the actual pipe. It looks here as if they've put the gravel within the membrane, and then just a bit of gravel or pipe bedding, I think it's called, on top to hold it down. Then they'll obviously put trap building stone on top of that. It's important really to have, lots of people put drains in, put a little bit of stone in, put the pipe in, put a little bit of stone on top, backfill it with soil or clay. Drains work far better if they've got a route for the water to get in from the surface. So if you can put the pipe bedding, the round gravel, up to the surface, if you can leave it as a field, or partially leave places that are up to the surface every so far, it won't just draw water from the earth into the pipe, it will also draw it off the surface, give it somewhere to go if we get very heavy rain. So hopefully that drain has solved the boggy issues. Yesterday's video showed an area which was left open, and there was water sitting in it, so I presume that was part of the area that they ran the drain alongside the canal. So I guess next they'll be putting a membrane down and putting stone on top of that to make the new compound. Again, we'll wait and see what happens, but I guess that'll be one of the next jobs. Just a little look at the actual breach there. Water where Sefton is still quite deep in that spot. I guess it won't flow away because the canal is designed to be watertight all those years ago. All those years ago when it was made. Quite a few workers still on site at the moment because when I filmed this they were moving the bog mats, of which I put an update last night for you all to see. Nice to see them doing a bit of work later on in the day. Obviously with a land drain you've got to have the pipe sloping down whichever way you want it to flow. Maybe only at a very small percentage, but it does need to slope. And just have a little look up the actual track to see if anything's changed, but I don't think it has today. I spoke to Kieran very briefly and he said it was a very, very slow day. Obviously this land drain's been done, so that's his progress. Yeah, there's not a lot going on, not a lot being changed there. Obviously the two rollers there, and you could see the track dumper in the distance. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that will be pipe bedding of some sort. Obviously, like the road stone is got sharper square edges, so it will actually compact down. I think this will be round edged, so it doesn't compact, if you like, and water can run through it slowly. Water can flow through it easily. Quite a stretch of drain, really, if you look at that. So they've done well to get that in. Just have a little look at the flood field while we're on this topic of water. The top half, now it's not being filled up at all by the breach, if you like, is soaking away nicely on its own. We have had some windy, warmish weather, so it will be evaporating to a certain extent too. So that's drying out well. I guess the fish rescue wants to be before too long, because it is looking very, very shallow on that part, and the water's diminishing lots and lots in the deeper half there. That's moved a large amount only today. I think we're nearly at 12 million litres. I will add the meter reading at the end of this video. I think they estimated 12 million litres. I think it is slightly deeper than they thought, so I guess that ties in with everything. Do have a look at the meter placed at the end of this video. Coming to the end of this update really now, but I will try and do you an evening update later today, as long as I can get away from work on time, so look out for that. If not, it will be another video tomorrow. Thank you very, very much for watching, and we shall see you next time.